Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview and Domestic Economic Data Roadmap for the week beginning Tuesday the 5th of July, 2016, ending Friday the 8th. Obviously, Monday, stocks, banks, everything closed for the 4th of July holiday. Happy 4th of July to those of you here in the U.S. We will resume trading Tuesday morning. Let's take a look where we're at. The market has fully recovered from Brexit. Will it happen or not at this point? Who knows? But we're back near the highs. Obviously, 2120 is the key number. Can we get above that and break out and run at this time of year? It'd be interesting. Money is now free to move around. One thing you have to keep in mind is that all the big funds that get paid every 6 months based on their performance, we did close out near the high of the year. So all the money, if you look at where we started January, they're up. They got to close it out there. Very convenient. Now the question really is, now that they've been paid their bonuses, what are they looking to do with the money for the second half of the year, buy or short? So that'll be interesting. That's usually why things do move around in July. It's usually a decent trading month, despite what some people think about summer months. And obviously there can be some slow days, but we certainly had a great last week and a day. Since Friday, the vote of Brexit, stocks and futures have just been awesome for us. Friday we had a great Amazon call here, and we had some great calls almost every day this week. Real high win ratio, good volume in the market. Really good stuff. After a couple weeks, things were slow. All right, so there's the front month futures. Let's go through what happened on the day on Friday. Closing crude oil basically at $49. That's up 66 cents. Gold rises 25.50 to a new high. Got the S&P up 4. Again, this is a very nice cup and handle formation. Brexit almost looks like nothing now in this whole thing. Can it break out on the cash index? It's 2123 basically that matters. Can you get there? It'll be interesting to see. NDX up 20, did not quite get that 13 seeker sell signal in that action this last week. Stocks rose, actually closed down 6.66 points to 685.01. Biotechs are up 54.52, saving themselves from the low this week, from new lows. The VIX continues to retreat 86 cents to 14.77. The trend closes at 0.89. That gives the 10-day trend a 1.02 reading. NASDAQ volume just under 1.6 billion shares. It's obviously the lightest of the week. It was a decent week overall with volume. Advanced decline ratio much more neutral at plus 742 on the NASDAQ, plus 819 on the New York. That's down for the last 3 days. Tuesday and Wednesday saw some of the best market breadth we've seen in a long time. Thursday paused and Friday dipped quite a bit there. Google gains $6.72, still recovering. Apple gains 29 cents, sort of recovering. Amazon, where we made some good money on Friday, closes up 10 points, right back to near all-time highs on Amazon. And Netflix closes up 5. Here's Tesla also up for the session. All right, let's take a look at the future. Let's go to the 10-minute candles so we can see the week. I'm going to take off this so you can see this piece here. So we can see the very tail of last Friday. Monday we came in, we gapped down, we pushed lower, then flattened out. Tuesday we gapped up, flat most of the session, left the gap behind, and then closed to fill the gap from Monday morning on a little rise late in the day. Wednesday we gap up and drift higher the whole day. Remember, at this point they're just in end of quarter mode. Thursday flat opening and drift higher, and that's the end of your quarter. And then Friday flat opening higher, and then back to flat. Much more narrow range on Friday, as the volume just wasn't there with everybody gone. Look at the NASDAQ side, pretty much the same thing. All right, so that's where we stood in terms of what we did this week and what the daily charts look like going forward. What does that mean for the week ahead? Well, it's a short week. We know that. Everything's closed Monday. Tuesday, we've got the minutes from the last Fed meeting come out, although I also saw someone that said that comes Wednesday at 2 p.m. So one of the two is correct. Factory orders at 10 a.m. Eastern time on Wednesday, no big deal. MBA mortgage index, I'm sorry, that was on Tuesday. MBA mortgage index on 7 a.m. Eastern time on Wednesday. Trade balance, it's a big number an hour before the bell on Wednesday. ISM services 30 minutes in. Crude oil inventories an hour in, and then those Fed minutes supposedly. Thursday, Challenger job cuts, ADP employment change, the weekly initial and continuing jobless claims numbers. Natty gas and crude oil both on the same day because of the Monday holiday. And then jump to Friday, we got the big one, the non-farm payroll rates along with the unemployment rate. That can cause the market to gap and move around, obviously. So what do we look at here? I mean, Tuesday can potentially still be a little slow to start just because everybody's coming back. 4th of July itself is Monday. Everybody's coming back and hungover from their barbecues and whatnot. So it may not take off on Tuesday right away, but Wednesday, Thursday should be great. And then we got some key data Friday. But remember, if those big funds now start to do things with their money because they're free to do so, now that the quarter is officially over, they're starting to target where do they want things to be in December at the end of the second half of the year for their bonuses. They'll start moving things around, and that's why you often get them a decent move at some point in July, often very early on. So we'll be looking for it and see what we get. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great 4th of July holiday and a great trading week ahead.